Ibn Battuta was a young man from Tangier, Morocco, born in 1304. At the age of 21, he decided to embark on a pilgrimage, Hajj, to Mecca, a holy city for Muslims in present-day Saudi Arabia. Filled with curiosity and a desire to explore, he left his home in 1325. This journey marked the beginning of his adventure, which would span nearly 3 decades and cover more than 75,000 miles. Traveling across North Africa, Ibn Battuta passed through cities like Tunis, Algiers, and Cairo. He faced challenges such as harsh weather and potential bandits, but he was often helped by the kindness of strangers. In Cairo, he was awed by the towering minarets, bustling markets, and the grandeur of the Nile River. After some time, he continued eastward towards Mecca. After traveling for over a year, Ibn Battuta reached Mecca and performed the Hajj, fulfilling his religious obligation. Inspired by the diversity of pilgrims from different parts of the world, he decided not to return home. Instead, he aimed to visit more places, learn from scholars, and explore different cultures of the Muslim world. Ibn Battuta headed north to visit the historic regions of Iraq and Persia, modern-day Iran. He visited the great city of Baghdad, once the heart of the Islamic world, and was captivated by its culture and intellectual life. In Persia, he encountered beautiful gardens, met scholars, and learned about Persian poetry and architecture. Continuing his journey, Ibn Battuta explored the Arabian Peninsula, visiting the holy city of Medina and traveling through vast deserts. He crossed the Red Sea and arrived on the Swahili coast of East Africa, visiting cities like Mogadishu, Mombasa, and Kilwa. He was fascinated by the blend of African, Arab, and Persian cultures and their thriving trade in gold, ivory, and spices. Ibn Battuta then set sail for India, arriving in the vibrant port city of Calicut. He traveled to Delhi, where he was welcomed by Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Impressed by his knowledge, the Sultan appointed Ibn Battuta as a judge Qadi. He spent several years in India, witnessing the diversity of its people, religions, and culture. However, the political turmoil and unpredictable nature of the Sultan eventually led him to leave. Seeking new adventures, Ibn Battuta traveled to the Maldives, where he became a judge once again. He found the island's customs quite different and had trouble adjusting, so he moved on. He then traveled to Southeast Asia, visiting Sumatra, Indonesia, and witnessing the rich cultural blend of Indian, Chinese, and local traditions. Ibn Battuta continued his travels to China, where he visited cities like Quanzhou and Hangzhou. He marveled at the advanced civilization, efficient postal system, and large markets. He noted the politeness of the people and the beauty of the landscape. His encounters with Buddhist monks and the grandeur of the imperial courts left a lasting impression on him. After his exploration of China, Ibn Battuta began his long journey back to Morocco. Along the way, he revisited places in India, Persia, and the Middle East, reflecting on the changes he had seen over the years. In 1354, after nearly 29 years of continuous travel, Ibn Battuta finally returned to Tangier, Morocco. He was warmly received, and the Sultan of Morocco asked him to share his experiences.